What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're on White Rime Ridge going after Arctic Fox today. I do have the 17 HMR with me because it is the quietest shooting rifle, ethical for these animals. Also, I have the 7mm 08 on me, so if we come across any polar bears along the way, I think we just had one call actually to our left. But in this video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Arctic Fox, including locations, tactics, weapons, and how to hunt them properly. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video as it's much appreciated, and feel free to join the Discord, link down below in the description. Let's get on with it. So location wise, I've actually went quite a distance to get this setup going here. So the reason why I've got these two tents right here is because you can either start at either one, but this area right here is actually for a mission for the Arctic Fox, mission 9. And so basically, this entire stretch along here is like Arctic Fox heaven. Anywhere open, like there's trees here, obviously, but like where my tent's at, it cuts off about right here until all this is trees. But anywhere in between my two tents is fantastic for Arctic Fox, and along this entire peninsula right here is really good as well. And plus, if you guys like hunting polar bear, I mean, why not tag a couple polar bears along the way as well? So let's go ahead and take this polar bear for the heck of it. Got a bipod up here. Okay. That's the only downside of using the 7mm 08 is the bipod is kind of finicky sometimes, but we can manage. Absolutely decimated the polar bear. Let's go ahead and see what this female scores. 193.1 kg, and we got a 22 score polar bear. So, just a little bonus tip, a decent score for the polar bears is 28 to 30. So, you shoot like a 23 and think it's good. They are not compared to the black bear, so do not worry about it. Alright guys, we're going to go over point number 2 for the Arctic Fox, which is weapons you guys should be using for these guys. So I'm going to pop up a couple pictures of what I think are the best top 3 weapons you can use for these guys to maximize your hunt and effectiveness accordingly. And here they are right now. First option is going to be the 17 HMR. Very accurate. It's very quiet as well, so you won't scare everything away. Second option is going to be the 223 AR rifle, because sometimes you'll get multiple foxes coming in and then you can pick up those follow shots as they're running away. And then option number 3, for a last resort, you can go with a shotgun of either caliber. You can go with buckshot for the 12 gauge, or you can go buckshot for the 20 gauge. It does not really matter, but I would highly recommend going with a semi-auto instead of a pump, just because you can do those follow-up shots nice and easy, like I said. But yeah, there's the weapons that I would suggest. Alright guys, we are at location number 2, and I realized we were not at the correct hunting time because I didn't think how long it was going to take me to actually get this tent set up, so I lost track of time. So it is 8 AM. We are on location number 2, and we are going to go over tactics for these guys, because we have an Arctic Fox right here in front of us. We're going to see if we can get a spotting right here. It is a female. They do max out at 8 kg, and they go up to 17 for a really good scoring Arctic Fox. Now, the fur variations you're going to get for these guys are only going to be basically it's going to be, looks like melanistic, but it's considered blue for some reason, because it's kind of like a blackish blue, I guess. But anyways, here are the 2 tactics that I would recommend for hunting these guys, which is obviously tactic number 1 is going to be long range hunting. So that's basically just a spot and then long range shot with any weapon of your choosing. Ethical for these guys, obviously. Now, the second option that is quite fun and kind of different of a playing style is you combine the Predator Jackrabbit Collar with the Predator Decoy Tail, because it is a fox, and the decoy actually works on the fox. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly just glass the area and see if there's maybe another fox around here that we're not seeing. We are going to probably shoot this one with the 17 HMR, because I would like to showcase how quiet this weapon is, if none of you guys have this weapon yet. I would highly recommend this weapon over the 22, especially because you can hunt small game with it as well. You can shoot bobcats and coyotes with it. Has two different types of ammunition. It has the HV rounds, and then it has the regular small game rounds, which I don't have on me currently, but they're basically like the tannish white box. But I don't see another Arctic fox anywhere around here in the open, but that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take out this fox here with the HMR, because it's giving us a pretty good shot here. Now with the HMR, if you're using the 12x50 rifle scope, which is the one I have, you got to aim a little bit low because it does shoot quite high. And as you guys can see, that is the calling animation, and also what they sound like. Kind of sounds like a little screeching noise. Now that doll sheep did run away because it was pretty close to that Arctic fox and then my shot. But as you guys can see here, how quiet the HMR is. If that gun was like the 223 or something, these doll sheep over here would have just ran away. And like they're completely unscathed from that shot. And I'm pretty close to those doll sheep as well. So just to give you an idea of how quiet this weapon is, it is a very silent weapon. Yeah, that is tactic number 1, which is long range, like I said. We're going to go ahead and see if we can find another Arctic fox here, and I'll show you tactic number 2, which is, like I said, the collar and decoy combo. It's kind of cool, especially when you get multiple foxes coming into the same call. They'll all attract to the decoy, and if you're using, like I said, the 223 AR or the shotgun, you can really take out the entire group. But here's our first Arctic fox. Let's go ahead and pick her up. And she weighs 1.8 kg and she scores 4. So like I said, the females are going to score very low. The males are going to score upwards of 17. So to give you an idea of what scoring they have. Alright guys, so we got that one taken care of. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a second Arctic fox here. Hopefully I can showcase this other tactic for you guys. Normally I wouldn't get sidetracked like this, but I seen the size of his horns and how much mass and curl he has, and I would say he's probably ever bit 190 to maybe 200. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't push 200. If he comes back out, that'd be great. Alright guys, as you guys can see, this is the doll sheep I was talking about here, an absolute beast. We're gonna go ahead and put a shot into him real quick before he runs away. Normally I don't get sidetracked when I'm doing guides like this, but that is a very decent sized doll sheep, and I don't think you guys would blame me for shooting it. I don't think you guys would pass up an opportunity on a 190 to 200 doll sheep any day of the week. Alright guys, we've got to our doll sheep here, and as you guys can see, I was not joking when I said he's got a pretty decent curl on him with some pretty nice mass on both sides. I think he's going to be probably ever bit 185. Let's go ahead and pick him up here. He weighs 107 kg and he scores 197. A very nice doll sheep. This is a very nice doll sheep here. Alright guys, after that trophy shot, I don't know if you guys heard that while I was doing it, but there is actually a Arctic fox that called. I have no idea which direction it called from. So we are going to take the safe approach here, and we are going to put down the decoy real quick, because I'm pretty sure it called from over in this direction. So we're going to go ahead and do the caller here. And one time should be good enough. We're going to go ahead and retreat back a little ways, probably on the other side of this berm here. Alright, so we are here on a pretty decent advantage point. So we are going to kind of go prone here and wait and see if this Arctic fox comes on into the call. Alright guys, we have our Arctic fox finally coming into the decoy. It is just on the other side of it. Now, normally I would be hesitant to call again, but considering that the decoy is between us, I'm going to give it another call here, just to be on the safe side. So the fox should actually go to the decoy instead of go ahead and walk past it and coming into me, normally. So we'll go ahead and sit here and absorb this great experience together. She should stop about right there on top of the decoy. Yep, and there she goes. She stops right there on the decoy instead of coming to me. So That works perfectly. And we're going to go ahead and take her. Good frontal shot. Drop her on the spot. Here's our fox. She weighs 2.2, so she's probably going to score around 5. I was going to say around 5. But they are quite spongy. As you guys can see, that was a front shot, and we hit neck, right lung, shoulder blade, liver, intestines, hip bone. Like the bullet went straight through her, like no problem. So, another nice fox. Alright guys, we got fox number 2 here. Done and taken care of. We are going to try to take one more fox in this hunt here. Kind of do a recap of everything we've learned. Alright guys, we have our last and final fox of the hunt coming into the call. It is a male here as well, so I'll be able to show you guys the difference between the two, weight-wise and scoring. So locations are going to be the 210s I showed you. Weapons are obviously going to be the 17 HMR and the 223 AR rifle, along maybe with a shotgun of your choice with buckshot. And then the tactics we have decided we used are going to be the long-range shooting method and then the collar/decoy combo, which works fantastically. But overall, I think you guys are going to get most effectiveness out of the long-range shots, just like this. Go ahead and put that Arctic Fox on the ground there. Kind of a weird animation it made with its ears going back, but hopefully this is a nice Arctic Fox. I'm hoping it scores somewhere up to like the 15 mark. Like I said, anything 16 and 17 is considered a trophy. But hopefully this helped you, this guide. Here's our last Arctic Fox. Hopefully it scores around 15 to 17 because that'd be awesome. Let's go and pick him up. 6.4, and we got a 14 scoring Arctic Fox male, which is not bad. Very average size, I would say, for a male. Like I said, the upper echelon score is going to be like the 16, 17 range. So 59 GMs is still really good. Go ahead and take another trophy shot of this guy while we're talking. So yeah, if you guys found this video helpful, please leave a like on it and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more guides like this in the near future. I plan on doing a guide for every animal in the game. That is right, every animal. So if you guys want to know more about this game, feel free to comment down below. I'm always willing to answer any questions you guys have about the game. And yeah, make sure you join the Discord. Wow, those are some red eyes on that fox. That is awesome. The chroma filter makes these guys look almost like evil. But anyways, good trophy shot on that guy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Found this very useful. If you guys did, leave a like and feel free to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.